Hello everybody. It's the next day and I decided to leave my little mountain home so I can go out on the road, go ride my bike. I mean, mountain homes are fun, but really getting out here, seeing the mountains is fun too. Yeah, all them cars out and junk. It's been fun, Yeah, to update you guys on today, Today we're gonna go climb to, I guess, the biggest mountain in Colorado or something. It's not gonna be that one. I've already been up that one of the videos. Yeah. And we might go mining, or it's gonna be a train ride. Either way, it's all good, Sitting out here riding my bike. Can't film while I ride my bike because I'd have to hold the camera and junk. That'd be a bit too hard. But yeah, this is Cameron Greenfield. Join the mountains. Totally. Okay, back chilling in the campsite after riding my bike around for about 30 minutes. Explored a bit, you know. Cool stuff. Yep. Now I'm just waiting for Josh and Cass to get back from their things so we can all go do something. So I guess I'll get to you guys then. Go board a train, have some fun, you know how it is, how it goes. Totally. Drip drip. So, looks like this is the train. Pretty cool. Guess this is the one we'll be riding for today. Yep. I'll get back to you guys when we get on the train. Okay, so we're chilling on the train. Everyone's sitting back there because they're just scrubs. Awesome. Heck yeah. Train rides be like. Conductor seems pretty cool. Hi. I'm gonna be that one lone survivor. Okay. Get back to you guys when the train starts. Hi! Okay. I'll be back.
Mining district. And our gift shop actually was built 1895 in Anaconda, one of the towns on the Midland Terminal Railroad. Midland Terminal began in Divide, came south to Gillett, Goldfield, Victor, Anaconda, and finally here to Cripple Creek. Now in 1912, that building was moved to Bull Hill just outside of Victor at an elevation of 10,200 feet, making it one of the highest operating depots in the nation at that time. And in 1967, it was moved to its current location, and it has been operating as our depot and gift shop ever since. And to the right of me here, you'll see an original Midland Terminal rail car. It's this green one down here by the public restrooms. And Midland Terminal was originally intended as a narrow gauge, much like our very own today. That didn't go over as planned for Midland Terminal, so they went ahead and built that as a standard gauge railroad, differing from ours in that it is 4 feet 8.5 inches wide, more than double the width of our rails today. Now we will be making 3 stops along the way, one at the end of the line just outside the former town of Anaconda, one at the World's Fair Mine, and one just outside the town of Cripple Creek here before returning to our depot. And just as a friendly reminder, please do keep your arms, hands, and legs inside the train at all times. There's absolutely no smoking aboard at any time. However, our locomotive is coal-fired and steam-powered, so it's likely that the locomotive is going to smoke the entire trip. And once again, welcome aboard the Cripple Creek and Victor Narrow Gauge Railroad. We will be departing as soon as we get clearance from our dispatcher.
I don't know. It's small.
Yeah, man. Well, that's where we are.
Right out of Cripple Creek here. This lovely brick building we're passing to the right side of our locomotive. This is the original Midland Terminal depot that started here in Cripple Creek. It operated until around 1946 when the railroad stopped operating and was disbanded. However, it did reopen in 1953 as our district museum. If you have some time today, I highly recommend stopping by our district museum.
How dare you take a picture of me?
However, as the wood deteriorated, it was gradually replaced with low-grade gold ore. You bet, gold ore. We are driving over $1 million worth of gold ore. Now, it is of a very low quality, so before you go hopping out to grab a couple pieces of our gold ore, it'll take you about $3 million to start refining it, which is why it still stands here today beneath our tracks. But we do affectionately call this little stretch of track the $1 million fill. All right, that never gets old. All right, we're going to go ahead and back up to the World's Fair Mine here. Be the second of our 3 stops here today. Through Cripple Creek these days, but it does retain its very slick nature, which is kind of where the creek gets its name from. There was a gentleman who's a cattle rancher, Levi Welty, long before this place was a mining town. He'd drive cattle across this creek every year, and among his family members, after watching one of his cows break a leg in the creek, he called it Cripple Creek, and he ended up having his son drive cattle across here. And sure enough, there was a black bear in that creek one year, spooked the horse and threw his son off. Son broke his leg too. So after about a dozen cattle and his son breaking his leg, he was at a poker game with some of his friends, lamenting his loss, and said that the Cripple Creek was going to ruin him. And that name stuck for the creek throughout the whole town that was generally being founded at that point, and they went ahead and thought, let's just name the town after this slippery little devil here.
Sounds like a lucky river, or a creek.
Oh, Cripple Creek is a lucky town indeed, although maybe you would call it luck of the Irish or something to that effect. It works out half the time and terrible the other.
You have a clear to go.
In, what was that, 1896, there was a fire here in Cripple Creek. Moreover, there were 2 fires. There happened to be a barmaid and her boyfriend. They kicked over a lantern. This is back when Cripple Creek was made entirely out of wood. That's why we don't have trees on our hillside here. But they burnt half the town down in that fight. That must have been some fight. Now, shortly thereafter, there was a fire in the Porter Hotel kitchen. That burnt the other half of the town to the ground. So
Well, that comes to the end of the train ride, and it was pretty fun. Seems legit.
Yeah.
That train over there.
Still have fun?
Oh,
It's got a small turbo diesel.
well, thanks for the ride, man.
My dad already bought it.
Heck yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's just kind of interesting.
Let's
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess next we're going to the mines.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon'